to the February 3rd Blue Springs City Council meeting. If you will stand with me, I will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can be seated. Next, call the meeting to order. Next item on the agenda is confirmation of a quorum.
Councilmember Kaler.
Present.
Tholen.
Present.
Rummel.
Present.
Erickson.
Present.
Edmondson.
Here.
Culpepper.
Present.
Mayor Levesey.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Next item is the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Actually, Councilmember Kaler had requested that item E be removed, so I need another motion absent item E. Who wants to make that motion?
So moved.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Roll call.
Councilmember Kaler.
Aye.
Tholen.
Aye.
Rummel.
Aye.
Erickson.
Aye.
Edmondson.
Aye.
Culpepper.
Aye.
Mayor Levesey.
Aye.
Carried unanimously.
Councilmember Kaler, item E.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is just to clarify a few emails that I have received, and I think several other council members have received them too, over Tyler Technologies, and I think Mr. Mallon could probably explain to us, since we all know how Tyler did with Jackson County and everybody was upset with him. I just want to assure some assurance that we're not going to have that issue, and it's totally different under the umbrella. And anyway, I'd just like to have that explanation.
Mr. Mallon, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, sure. So Tyler Technologies is a software provider that provides a number of different government software solutions, one of which was used by Jackson County during their property assessment. The city has used Tyler Technologies for our InterGov enterprise permitting and licensing software for the city since 2007. And so this contract tonight is just moving us from hosting the servers here physically in City Hall or to having it be cloud hosted, which is better for upgrades and routine maintenance, and also spares the city the expense of the physical servers, while allowing them to also provide better cybersecurity, and it also will help us with our electronic review permitting software. So very different type of software that we utilize Tyler for. I believe the court system at some point may have used Tyler as well, I think, but very different, completely different modules, completely different software. It has nothing related to what the county is doing.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor, for allowing that explanation.
Any other questions or discussion? Then I'll accept the motion to approve item E.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed, no? Motion carries. Next item is item number 5, introduction and reading of, we do have the public comment section, which is new. Any, for these items that don't have a public hearing, if there's anybody in the public that would like to speak on item 5 or 6, normally we ask that you have a council appearance form, which I don't have any of. So absent that, we'll move on to item 5, which is introduction and reading of Bill 5290, ordinance for the final plat of Dutch Bros. Would anybody like to introduce it?
I'll introduce it.
First reading of Bill 5290, an ordinance rescinding Ordinance 5354 and approving a corrected final plat for Dutch Bros Coffee.
Move the bill be approved on its first reading and proceed with the second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed, no? Motion carries. Second reading.
Second reading Bill 5290, an ordinance rescinding Ordinance 5354 and approving a corrected final plat for Dutch Bros Coffee.
Your Honor, move to approve the second reading and provide the proper ordinance number.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Tholen.
Aye.
Rummel.
Aye.
Erickson.
Aye.
Edmondson.
Aye.
Culpepper.
Aye.
Kaler.
Aye.
Mayor Levesey.
Aye.
Carried unanimously and given ordinance number 5395.
Next item is introduction and reading of Bill 5291, a hold harmless agreement with the Blue Springs School District.
I'll introduce it.
First reading Bill 5291, an ordinance authorizing the execution of a hold harmless agreement between the City of Blue Springs and Blue Springs R4 School District for use of school gym facilities for recreational youth basketball programming.
Move the bill be approved on its first reading and proceed with the second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Motion carries. Second reading.
Second reading Bill 5291, an ordinance authorizing the execution of a hold harmless agreement between the City of Blue Springs and Blue Springs R4 School District for use of school gym facilities for recreational youth basketball programming.
Your Honor, I move to approve the second reading and provide the proper ordinance number.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Brummel.
Aye.
Erickson.
Aye.
Edmondson.
Aye.
Culpepper.
Aye.
Kaler.
Aye.
Tholen.
Aye.
Mayor Levesey.
Aye.
Carried unanimously and given ordinance number 5396.
Next item is what most of you in the audience are here for. We have a presentation from Buy Blue Springs from the Chamber of Commerce. Who is giving that presentation? Ms. Tata, thanks for joining us tonight. You got a lot of special people with you.
That's right. That's right. Good evening, Honorable Mayor and City Council. My name is Trish Tata. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the Vice President of the Blue Springs Chamber. As always, thank you for having us visit with you this evening. And during our time, you will actually meet our class, leadership class, and then you'll hear from Laura Vermillion, our Chamber President, and myself regarding the 2024 Buy Blue Springs, Discover Blue Springs program. We also have some of our Chamber Board representatives in the audience today if they want to stand up just to thank you guys for your support. We appreciate it. Thank you. For those that are not familiar with our Blue Springs Leadership Program, it was established in 1991 to develop the Community Leadership Pool. The class consists of business owners and representatives, and they develop skills and knowledge of our community through a series of workshops focusing on business, government, quality of life, and volunteer services. At this time, I will ask each class participant to come up to the mic one at a time, introduce themselves and their business name. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Zachary Cobb. Whoa, we're in control here. I'm Zachary Cobb with the Blue Springs Police Department, dispatch over, supervisor over dispatch.
Hi, I'm Beth Smith with First American Title.
Good evening, I'm Brian Markworth with McCown Gordon Construction.
Good evening, I'm Shauna Mitchell. I own New Day Massage here in Blue Springs.
Business of the year.
I'm Stacy Merrick and I'm with Bank 21.
I'm Nikki Worstel, and I'm event coordinator at the Mill Room at East 40 Brewing.
Get on my tiptoes. I'm Megan Thurston with the Central Jackson County Fire Protection District. I work in the education division, so run the day-to-day of our EMT programs, paramedic programs, and training. Thanks.
Hi, I am Brandy Schmidt. I'm with the Veteran Business Outreach Center at VetBiz, Inc.
My name's Adam Knowles. I'm a commercial lender with Central Bank.
Hello, my name is Andrew Jenkins. I oversee tutoring services at MCC Blue River.
Hi, I'm Brooke Enright. I am with the Blue Springs School District. I'm an assistant principal at Moreland Ridge Middle School.
Good evening, I'm Damon Weatherspoon, also with the Blue Springs School District. I'm Director of Student Services there.
Good evening, I'm Natisha Flores and I work at City Hall under Community Development with Codes Division.
Thank you, everyone, and hopefully we can grab a picture at the end of tonight's meeting with that group. I also want to take just a minute to recognize our chair of that committee, the leadership committee, Lisa Lacombe, Carmen Booker, and Jamie Russell. We appreciate their time as they lead our new leadership group every year. So. That leads us into the Buy Blue Springs Discover Blue Springs program that we're here to discuss. The initiative for this program was started almost 15 years ago. And as some of you are aware, the city and the chamber partnered together to drive spending here in Blue Springs. According to the U.S. and Small Business Studies, when you shop local, anywhere from $20 to $50 of those dollars, of 100 of those dollars goes right back into our economy. So the program that is created was here to complement the mission of the chamber and promote spending in Blue Springs. You may notice some crossover between the program that Laura describes as well as myself, because benefits of driving tourism and shopping local are the same. They create jobs, they enhance local infrastructure, generate taxing dollars for services in the city, they attract business, and generate pride and enthusiasm. Ooh, go back one. Thank you. So here at the Chamber, we use our social media platform, which is built of almost 400,000 regular viewers, to highlight service industries in Blue Springs. You can see in the picture here that fish window cleaning was excited to be noticed. We also participate in some of our local events. Our favorite, which we mention I think every year, is Downtown Alive Trick or Treat Main Street, which brings not just residents but visitors from all over the metro, and it's all the kids at line. If you haven't seen it, they line the streets, and we spend hundreds of dollars on candy. It's amazing. So, next slide. This year we posted our second annual Passport Challenge, which is ran during the holiday season to encourage shopping in Blue Springs. The holiday program is ran for 2 weeks. All businesses in Blue Springs have the opportunity to be a participant as one of the Passport stops. The Passport Challenge is run through a software program that allows us to assign participants points for checking in, sending receipts, and posting photos. For each point they earn, their name goes into a drawing where they get to opportunity to win $400. Thank you, Mayor, for coming to make the announcement of the winner. With that, we had 132 active participants, we had 408 entries, and we had over 2,000 map views, which was an increase of 30% for 2023. Next slide. This year, we also took advantage of marketing at the Miller Theater. We changed up the ads quarterly and focus on definitely shopping local and dining local. We did some marketing with the Kansas City Parent Magazine. We focused on Fall Fun Fest. And as always, we promote Buy Blue Springs on our social media, increasing engagement by 12% this year. One of our things we really enjoyed is that the L2Con ribbon cutting had almost 16,000 views, just that photo itself. And that was an 80% of followers that we could tell were not even in Blue Springs. Next. We take our Shop Local initiative to visitors in our area. So we support the Wood Bat Tournament. The Wood Bat Tournament has been happening for years here in Blue Springs and brings about 100 different participants from 5 different states. Hundreds of people from 5 different states. So we put an ad in their program which gives a QR code so any visitors that come know what restaurants are around at which they can shop at or eat at in Blue Springs. We also hosted the Heartland Economic Development Conference, and we provided the same QR code for participants as they checked in. And the Chamber of Commerce Executives of Missouri was hosted here in Blue Springs. That's about 80 participants, and it's executives from all over Missouri. We created welcome bags with business swag and coupons and local treats. Laura will touch base more about those 2 events when she speaks of tourism. And then monthly, you guys may also be aware that we run something called a Meet Me for Lunch. It could be Meet Me for Lunch or Meet Me for Custards, but we cash mob the members of our chamber and bring business to local restaurants. The idea is to bring awareness of the location and give the business owners an opportunity to maybe present or showcase some of the specials that they have going on. In addition to that, we do happy hour or after hours and before hours. These programs may seem simple, but investing in our community and fostering Blue Springs pride is one of the ways that we find success. And in many ways, tourism ties right into that. I'm going to turn it over to Laura now, who's going to go down and touch base on the Chamber's involvement with tourism. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Trish, and good evening, Mayor and City Council members. As Trish said, my name is Laura Vermillion, and I'm the president of the Chamber. In March of this year, I will have had that role for 16 years. Time is flying. I've been a resident of Blue Springs for 29 years, and I live in District 2. So I have the last 5 slides to go over with you, and then we are happy to answer any questions you might have. So Trish already mentioned 2 conferences that were in Blue Springs, and we try to carry the Buy Blue Springs message not only to those who live in our community, but also those who are visiting, because we are very happy to encourage visitors to buy Blue Springs and to pay the sales taxes that help to improve the community that we all live in. So for the Heartland Conference, like she mentioned, it was in the spring, and Mayor Levisay and I attended together. We welcomed them, we told them a little bit about our community, and then we provided them that QR code that Trish already mentioned. We wanted them to be able to easily scan and find a place to eat and shop. And then I was so proud to host my fellow chamber executives from throughout the state in the Adams Point Conference Center for the CCEM conference. They also got the QR code. I know for a fact that they shopped multiple times before and after the conference in our community, so they definitely spent money here. We also had an evening event at East 40 Brewing, and then we used a local caterer for that event. And then I took a small group to El Tucán Mexican restaurant. So not only did we impact the conference center services, but we also had small businesses that had a benefit for that. So then the Kansas City Open. In July, Side Pockets Blue Springs was lucky enough to be selected to host the International Professional Pool Tournament. That's a new league forming in the United States called Ultimate Pool USA. Bill Fickle, who is the owner of Side Pockets, told me that this is something that every bar dreams of having happen, and it was something that he had been working on trying to recruit since he's opened his business. So this tournament was held in Blue Springs. It was called the Kansas City Open. It was a 128-person tournament, plus 32 ladies and 32 juniors. So these people all stayed in local hotels, and they ate in local restaurants, and they shopped in our businesses. The prize for this tournament was $40,000. It was broadcast live, and it was also streamed. I was not able to attend that event the weekend because I was out of town, but I did watch it on the stream, and they did a great job of saying, coming to you from Blue Springs, Missouri, anytime they had a chance. So they are planning to be here again in 2025. I don't know that the dates are 100% confirmed, but the tentative dates are July 18th, 19th, and 20th. And it's again going to be held at Side Pockets Blue Springs. And then one of my board members, Phil King with Big Frog Custom T-shirts, had been working for a couple of years to try to bring the Donnybrook Fencing Tournament to Blue Springs. And so he finally was able to accomplish that in 2024, and you can see the attendance numbers on the slide. This event was held at Centerline Beach Volleyball, and it was a win-win, a great event for them because it was held during a time when they were not busy and they didn't have other things going on. So I was able to visit that group for their opening ceremony, and I provided that QR code to direct them to local businesses. It was a super fun group. I was told that Mayor Levisay and also Councilmember Culpepper was also able to attend and check that group out. I know they're working on the 2025 event. I don't know that they've confirmed Blue Springs will be the location, but we hope they can come back. And then as some of you know, in the fall of 2023, we worked with the city and hired a tourism consultant to do some of the market research for us to determine what the tourism industry needed to do to grow in Blue Springs, and then to achieve the maximum economic impact while we still preserved the city's brand and quality of life. We also asked them to identify opportunities to leverage the tourism industry and Blue Springs in the 2026 World Cup that's coming very soon. So the research continued into the first quarter of 2024, and then on the Friday before Memorial Day last year, we provided you guys that 95-page document that he created that included all of the research that he conducted, strategies for how to increase the tourism industry in Blue Springs, and then the growth strategies for the World Cup. So we met with you in March of 2024 to give you a preview of some of the research that he had done thus far. And then at that time, you asked for some additional documents. And since this was outside of the scope of the work in the contract that we had secured with him, the chamber gathered and provided additional documents, which included a business plan for establishing a destination marketing organization and to promote visitor spending, a list of year-one activities for the organization, products that should be created, a marketing plan, performance measures, and then the items to be accomplished year 2 through 5. We also included a draft budget, a sample tourism contract from other cities, including Lee Summit, Jeff City, and Overland Park, pros and cons of different organizational models for tourism promotion in a community, and then information about comparable Midwest cities, their transient guest taxes, the number of hotel rooms they had in their community, their tourism budget, and their staff size. We also provided information about the Division of Missouri Tourism Grant Program for destination marketing organizations, and then a vendor that we had identified that we thought could help us develop and get all of us on the same page about the Blue Springs tourism brand. And I know we have 2 new council members that were not present at those. Councilmember Coleman, I think I sent that to you because you took office right after that. But Councilmember Brummel, I'll be happy to send that information to you via email if you'd like to see that. So looking forward, we plan to continue to promote Buy Blue Springs to residents and visitors alike. Part of the contract money that you give us for 2024 and then again for this year is going to go towards a membership with Visit KC. Visit KC is the official destination marketing organization for this region. And that membership cost is about $650, but that allows us to keep up with what they're doing. I do believe they're going to be the ones that will be organizing the regional advertising for the World Cup. I don't think they've started that. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but I think they're going to be the ones organizing it. So this membership allows us to gather that data and then send it to the businesses in Blue Springs so that they know about those opportunities. So as Trish mentioned, for some time, the city has had an agreement with the Chamber to promote Buy Blue Springs. The Chamber is then able to add money from our budget and then work in coordination with local businesses in the community to maximize the effort and those dollars. So on behalf of the Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce and our board, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for all of the support you have provided, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions from the council for Laura? No? We'll
No, I
appreciate
don't-
you. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry,
Councilmember
I don't have a
Culpepper.
question. However, I must say, I had never heard of Donnybrook before, and I had a great weekend. It was something I hope everybody will take the opportunity to go out and see. I've never seen people sorting with sticks of wood before, so it was, that's my interpretation.
It was a fun group,
But
for
it
sure.
really was, it was really cool, and there were a lot of people there, and I thought it was a great draw. Great draw, thank you.
Was an impressive setup, I will agree.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Alright,
being here
very
tonight. We
good.
appreciate all the work
Yes.
the chamber does, and
Yes.
thank you all for joining us this evening as well.
Thank you.
With that, we'll go to the visitor section. Again, I don't have any speaker appearance forms, so we'll just go to council comments. Are there any members of the council that have anything to add? Councilmember Edmondson.
Just a comment. It's good to see you all here tonight. Looks like you got a really good class, so do appreciate you coming out. And I know the Chamber's had a lot on their plate this year, and you've done really well with that. But thank you for coming.
Any other comments from council members?
Well, I'm here to cheer on the Chiefs. I don't know about the rest of this group.
We have no spirit tonight. That was
Your
a
Honor.
miss. That was definitely a miss. Councilmember Gaylor.
I don't do the chief stuff because I got superstitions I have to worry about.
You don't want to
so-
jinx them?
Yeah, and I've won every game that I've stayed with this, so I'm staying with it.
That's well thought out.
Just for the record.
Well thought out, yes. Appreciate
But
it.
Your Honor, can you explain the billboard?
Oh, that's right. So, as in years past, Lamar Advertising has put on the billboard, the digital billboard on I-70. They put a greetings from the residents of Blue Springs and from the council. So, if you haven't seen that, it's right there. I guess that would be by the new Google Fiber Hut. Would be the best description now these days. So check that out. It's on both sides now,
Yes.
as Councilmember Kaler mentioned. So it's active on both sides. I'll just continue with my comments. I have a few things between now and the next council meeting. We actually won't have another February council meeting. President's Day is on February 17th. The city offices will be closed that Monday. And then because of a conference that most of us will be attending, we just had a couple of items. We're going to push those to the March meeting. So no second council meeting in February. February is also Black History Month, and it's not in Blue Springs, so we'll give it a pass this time. But the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, if you hadn't seen, the Kansas City Royals pay for free admission to the museum all month of February. So I've been there several times with my family. It's worth checking out. So thought that was worth a mention. Always good to have free things if you have kids. So check that out. Also, we had a resident that wanted to bring our attention to Engelmann syndrome. Apparently, this month is also recognition of Engelmann syndrome, which is a rare genetic disorder. So at her request, I told her I'd mention that. She has a child with the disease, and so it is International Engelmann Day next week. So something, if you're not aware of, to bring awareness of. This is apparently Rare Disease Month, so who knew that was a thing? But something to be aware of. I know we've all experienced some things like that in our families, and was glad to mention that for her as well. So those are my comments for tonight. With that, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed, no? We are adjourned.
We're adjourning.